This episode, we don't spend a lot of time with Aemond or Aegon.
True.
Or, like, this focuses on the main characters.
Yep.
Overall, like, gets them all in the same general place. The storylines start to converge. I think it helps this episode in the show.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been wanting for a long time, is like, the Iron Throne is really the focal point of this whole show.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, we've been dancing around it for so long, so now that we actually have, like, people sitting on it, oh, it's awesome.
Drew, I want you to know
Okay.
that by the day I get sadder. Like, I genuinely sadder that you haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Because every episode we watch of House of the Dragon makes me wish even more that you had watched Game of Thrones before watching this show.
It's true. I have not.
Haven't watched a single episode
Still
of Game
haven't
of
seen
Thrones.
it.
But that's okay, because it gives us a fresh perspective. Maybe. Welcome back to Stole My Line, a Fireside film and TV podcast at this point. I'm Grant.
And I'm Drew.
We're reacting to episode 2 of season 3 of House of the Dragon.
It's true.
Reminder that this isn't like a detailed breakdown of everything. You could find other ones of those on YouTube. This is just a reaction.
It's just a conversation.
We might not remember every single Aegon, Aemond, Daemon, all the things. So we're going to do our best, though. Drew, what'd you think?
Pretty dang good.
Pretty dang freaking
Pretty dang
good.
freaking good, dude.
Tell me just all of your unfiltered, non-Game of Thrones having seen thoughts.
Look, my biggest problem with this show,
Okay.
in its entirety, is the lack of action.
Really?
And just kind of the slowness of it.
People talking in dark rooms.
Specifically season 2. And I mean, honestly, kind of a lot of season 1 too.
That's fair.
The first two episodes of season 3
banging
have been both phenomenal.
We hit the ground running.
It feels like all this buildup is finally paying off.
Yes.
And I'm here for it.
I think people would not have disliked season 2 if the Battle of the Gullet had been the finale.
Yeah, probably.
Which we talked about. But here's a take I have. This would have been an even better finale of season 2.
Low key.
I don't like the cliffhanger-ness that we're kind of left on in this episode, which, by the way, we're going to talk spoilers.
Yes, that's
so
true.
if you haven't seen it, click off this video. But the cliffhanger-ness is real.
Yeah, it's real.
It is big, and it's wild.
I mean, it's correct. Again, spoilers. The shot of Alicent literally standing in her father's blood.
Oh, my gosh.
Looking at Rhaenyra on the throne. You're like, oh, my gosh.
Which is like, that is what this show has been built on.
Yeah.
In season 2, they were just in different places for most of it, and they were kind of just sparring with their children at each other. It's so good, but yeah, for this to happen at the start of this season really feels like House of the Dragon has found its footing.
Yeah, I agree.
So, man, like, I would say this episode opens very emotionally, as one would expect after Jace's death.
True.
In episode 1. But I think, gosh, Rhaenyra's emotion is so felt.
So felt.
I was kind of thinking after Hamnet, which is spoilers for Hamnet. If you haven't seen Hamnet, I'm about to spoil it. But watching that mother grieving her son's death moment, I was like, I'm not sure anything can top that. This doesn't top it, but this is a great version.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the choice of her basically talking to him, like saying, "Why did you do this?"
I know that, like, when she stood there, oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's so good. So, man, yeah, I think everybody, like, we could all feel it going into this episode. Like, this is going to open with that moment of grief, and this show deals with a lot of grief, but I think it's handled super well. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It kind of lights a fire for Rhaenyra to finally take the Iron Throne.
I know. I did kind of expect this episode to be slower in the sense of, like, more of a somber episode with Rhaenyra just kind of being sad the whole time.
It's like the first 15-20 minutes, and then...
Yeah, and, like, I think this episode does a good job of balancing that, the fact that we need to grieve and the fact that the plot has to move.
Yeah, completely agree. I feel like, and this is good for the episode, but this episode, we don't spend a lot of time with Aemond or Aegon.
True.
Or, like, this focuses on the main characters.
Yep.
Overall, like, gets them all in the same general place. The storylines start to converge. I think it helps this episode and the show.
Yeah, I mean that's what we've been wanting for a long time. Is like the Iron Throne is really the focal point of this whole show, and I mean we've been dancing around it for so long. So now that we actually have like people sitting on it, oh, it's awesome.
This is what honestly, like I'm used to this, and you haven't seen Game of Thrones.
It's true.
People don't converge really until the end of. I mean, really, season 7 and 8 is when the characters that you followed for 6 seasons start to really meet up and converge and all interact with each other. And then the writing went to crap, and so it's kind of hard. But, like, I was used to 6 seasons of Game of Thrones of, I mean, Jon Snow interacts with his set of characters, and his storyline is his own thing. And same with, Daenerys, and same with, Tywin, and like, I mean, you could list a bunch of different characters. They all have their own storyline of, like, you'll jump from Arya or Brienne of Tarth and Jaime to a completely different storyline. House of the Dragon feels that way, but it's all these two families, and so in a certain way it doesn't work as well. I don't know if that makes sense.
Not really.
It feels like all these characters should be together more than
I
they are.
agree.
I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, so what you're saying is like in Game of Thrones it's very much like everyone has their own plot and it makes sense in the story.
And
Here it's like
yeah.
Everyone has their own plot, but everybody wants the same thing and is related to each other, so therefore they should be in the same room.
Yeah, the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones feels a lot more far off of, like, yes, certain Lannisters sit on it throughout, the first 6 seasons, but, I mean, for the most part, Season 1 is pretty centered around the Iron Throne and everything. Seasons 2 through 6 are kind of like, there's a Lannister there, and all these other characters are at some point going to get to King's Landing. With House of the Dragon, it's a little more centered around who is on the throne and these two families, as opposed to, like, a ton of different houses. So it's a little bit of a digression, but I think that makes sense what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think it does.
So, but the action, what do you think of all the action in this episode?
I mean, Daemon is freaking sick.
I freaking knew it.
When they're storming the castle, and Daemon's just like shredding people who even step in his direction. Mm-hmm. It's awesome, and the music is going, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so sick.
This is something about me personally. I really, really despise bad fighting, like specifically bad sword fighting.
Oh, I don't know if I knew this about you.
I think I've told you like once before,
yeah.
And I think you said that same exact response. I really hate bad sword fighting, and it's in a lot of shows. It's in Game of Thrones at times. Like, you can just tell that they are using editing to mask kind of actors that didn't really try. It's one of my biggest issues with the sequel trilogy in Star Wars, right? And when Daemon is mowing through the castle,
Matt Smith is a physical actor,
dude.
Here.
It is like, I mean, all of the action and choreography makes sense. The camera work doesn't hide a ton. Like, it's really freaking good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just super high quality. So I loved that stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
awesome.
I think it's hard for an actor to portray, I think, physicality well. Maybe you disagree, but
no, I would agree.
I think certain people, like Hugh Jackman specifically, is like, you know that he can bring it, but even like Matt Smith, who's kind of like, I don't want to say smaller.
He doesn't strike you as like a super physical
yeah, like
performer.
he's not like the Chris Hemsworths of the world.
Yes.
And every time in this show when he's in a room with somebody, you feel the tension of like, don't mess with frickin' Daemon.
He's probably the strongest performance in the show.
Oh, 100%.
And that's like super hard to say though,
100%.
because like there's a ton of super strong. Like I love Olivia Cook in the show. Like, she's great.
She also, I mean,
they all kill it, but like, man, he just destroys the screen as Daemon.
Yeah, it's true.
And to the point where you almost can't look away. Like I love watching him as Daemon. So, I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about Aemond. And this moment of weakness from him. I want to hear your thoughts on that part of this episode and what your thoughts are on Aemond as a whole.
Wait, tell me what the moment of weakness is, because my brain's
okay, so he goes to Harrenhal.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm taking Harrenhal.
Yep.
He kills a bunch of people, but he gets stabbed in the process.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
There's a lot that happened in this episode. This is a long episode, so.
He gets stabbed, he does. Oh, I totally forgot about
I know
all this.
It honestly feels like it gets lost in the episode because a lot of it is focused on the Iron Throne.
I guess
he's at Harrenhal.
we cut from him like falling on the ground, and that's the last we see of him, right?
Yeah, he's like in one scene. This episode.
No way. Okay.
But he's like a crazy wild card and player in House of the Dragon, and he has always acted as if he's invincible. I feel like this is going to be a pivotal character moment for him, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, because he's in front of the witch, right?
Yes.
Who is kind of on Rhaenyra's side. I mean, she's definitely neutral.
She's super new. Well, yeah, because she kind of like betrayed Rhaenyra a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how, because right now she has all the power in this moment.
I literally thought in the moment, like, oh, this is a crazy power play. Like, she literally has power over one of the biggest wild cards in the show.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is awesome.
But yeah, that is super interesting. I completely forgot that was even a plot point.
Yeah, I think that him having this weakness moment is really going to, I would say, impact, because he might just chill out at Harrenhal and be used for the next little bit. I don't know. Again, haven't read the book, so I think it's super interesting, and I'm excited to see how this plays out in that plot point, because Aemond, kind of like Daemon, is really fun to watch in a little bit more of a maniacal sense of like he's just a psychopath.
He's unpredictable. Yeah.
Any other plot points or dropped a mic. Any other plot points or moments in this episode that you want to talk about?
I'm super interested where Aegon is going.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, it's like he's still technically king.
And he is now going away from Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Like, he is captured by Rhaenyra's soldiers, but he is going away from him.
And or
from her, sorry.
I think it's super interesting in like this medieval sense of like, and this show I think does a good job of communicating this concept of like, communication is hard.
Yes.
And takes a long time.
Yes. So
Rhaenyra's soldiers are going to what they think is Rhaenyra, when in reality she's over at King's Landing. So it's like, and like the show does a good job of like sending the messages and like miscommunications, and I just think it's super interesting now because
or like who is even saying this stuff? Because I mean, there was a time where Alicent is sending messages as
the king,
the king, and so
right,
it's a super interesting part of the show.
Super interesting.
It makes the world building feel a lot more in depth for sure. So,
but I'm interested to see where they take his character specifically, Aegon, because he's cooked.
I think the actor, I've read this somewhere, is that he joked about his character calling him Aegon Toast because he got toasted last season.
But he's still technically the king.
Yes.
So I'm like, anybody in Rhaenyra's camp could just wipe him out instantly, or he could be this huge wild card at the end of the season and he comes back. And it's like, I don't know. It's super interesting.
No, I completely agree.
I will say, Criston Cole has done jack squat for 2 hours.
So this is something I need to talk to you, the audience, about this right now, because I had seen both seasons of House of the Dragon before we started this rewatch. Drew had to go through them again, and I did a little bit of rewatching to catch up. But Drew, early on in season 1, we were talking about it behind the scenes. He was like,
"This is true.
I love Criston Cole and I hate Daemon," and I think I laughed out loud because I was like, "Oh, you're going to flip." How do you feel about Criston Cole versus Daemon right now?
I like watching Daemon way more. I don't know if I love Daemon just because, like, he's still not a great dude.
No, he's not.
I mean, nobody in this show is really a great dude.
If you're a great dude in Game of Thrones, you're probably cooked.
But I think I do like Daemon way more than Criston Cole.
Yeah.
Criston Cole is just kind of lame. And
he is,
and I think the switch up from the time jump in 1 really, I still don't really know how I feel about it. Because in the prologue of 1 through 4, you love Criston Cole. You're like, oh my gosh, he's so noble, great dude.
Yeah.
And then whatever the time jump is,
he kind of becomes slimy.
He just kind of becomes slimy instantly, and you're like, oh wow, this is kind of hard to digest. And then he just is, he's just serving Alicent the whole time, which is fine.
I like the subversion of the stereotype because you do think this is kind of a Ned Stark, not really, but like you could see him being a noble Jon Snow, Ned Stark kind of character,
right.
And then he ends up becoming really slimy. I think his character choices, like the writing choices for him, have made sense of like the moment he saw the dragons cook that battlefield, he was like, dude, is it even worth it? Like, I'm not sure I can do anything. I'm losing all my passion for this. Like, I think he makes sense as a character right now, but yeah, he's not a ton of fun to watch right now either.
Well, he's also just not really doing anything. He's
Yeah,
just
that's
they're
true.
chilling at the camp doing nothing.
Yeah.
They had a scene. I kind of forgot what they did. What was the scene they had this episode?
I think they just left
said-
their camp.
Okay, cool.
They didn't really do much.
I mean, like a battle with him and Daemon would be sick.
Right, I know.
Like that would be. I mean, that's. I'm sure we'll
Maybe
get
it's
that
coming
eventually.
Maybe it's coming. Again, if you've read the books, don't spoil.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you can. I'm not gonna like get mad because I haven't read the book, but we're trying not to get stuff spoiled right now. But yeah, I think we need to talk about really the end scene.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Because this is like
This is the moment.
I texted Drew. I was like, hey, this is one of the best episodes in the Game of Thrones universe, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of great ones. This isn't the best one, but this is a very top tier one. What did you think of the moment? One, where Rhaenyra takes the Iron Throne,
Yeah.
and then two, kills Otto Hightower.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Who's been out of commission for a while, by the way.
Yeah, Loki, the man's been in prison for
A
a
while.
majority of the show. Super interesting bringing him back. Obviously, I think it's a great choice as a writer. I think having Rhaenyra chop his head off is a great way to show the audience that she has. She is. I mean, have we seen Rhaenyra kill anybody?
Gosh, I can't remember because it's been so long since. I think she's killed people on dragons, maybe.
Yeah, but that doesn't, this moment feels very like
This is very different.
cementing her claim to the throne in blood.
Which I
Publicly.
think she realizes it's her responsibility, but the moment that really got me, I was like, man, this show is cooking right now, was when she swings on Otto.
And misses.
And she misses his neck and just hits him in the shoulders.
Yeah.
And he is just like in pain. And she is, I mean, you can see she's like really shaken up by this moment, which she should be. But like, man, that moment of just the pause, and it really emphasizes kind of the horror of what she's doing right now.
I know. And then, yeah, chops his head off. I mean, there's a lot of symbolism here, which is kind of on the nose, but I think it's still good. The trail of blood leading the Iron Throne. The shot of, I mean, this shot was sick. The shot where Rhaenyra is sitting on the throne reflected in Otto's blood.
Oh, gosh.
I'm like, holy crap.
So good.
I mean, the symbolism there is ridiculous.
Yep.
And then, I mean, just a difference of character between Rhaenyra and Daemon. The moment Rhaenyra hands the sword to Daemon, he instantly chops Jasper's head off.
Yeah.
Like, without hesitation.
Which
You're
was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty
By the way,
pretty
that
sick.
scene between Jasper and Alicent was really, really tough to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that was, gosh, that was very deserved. So,
Yeah, 100%.
um,
Which, I don't really know what to say there, but.
I think this, again, just to drive this episode home, it really got to the core of what Game of Thrones, but really House of the Dragon is about. And yes, as someone who's seen Game of Thrones, it's very cool and interesting to see a Targaryen queen on the Iron Throne. Drew probably doesn't really fully understand
I
what
don't
that
really know what that means,
what
but
that
I
means.
agree.
And as someone who has seen Game of Thrones, I like how much House of the Dragon is tying into the Song of Ice and Fire, and like I liked that in season 1 as well. But it's still a through line, and it was important for Daemon's character in season 2, and I liked that storyline honestly. So I think the show is doing a good job of feeling in and of the Game of Thrones world, but also doing its own thing. But it's important. Like it's found its stride a little bit in that. Like, where does it fit in kind of area?
This is going to be a stupid question,
No, it's okay.
but stupid questions are welcome here. It's told my line.
Yes, they are.
Daenerys
Yes.
is a Targaryen.
Yes.
Who, in the Song of Ice and Fire, is about Daenerys, correct?
I mean, she's one of the main protagonists. Yes. But sorry.
Because, like, currently.
not the book series, the song itself. Yes.
Yes, because Daemon thinks it's about Rhaenyra.
Yes.
When
well,
in reality, it's not.
he kind of thinks it, right? Doesn't he say that like it could be true about you?
In this episode?
Yes.
When she's crying?
Yes.
Maybe. I thought she was just like, I thought he was basically like, it is about you, so we have to do
He may
something.
believe that. Yeah. I haven't really done. Yeah. Anyway, I think it as a driving thing of like, yeah, this is a prophecy kind of deal, and like this is the driving force for certain characters, and like this is what Game of Thrones does well, of like building this kind of big evil that will come into the land and everybody needs to unite against it.
Yeah.
I think the show does it well, and like that dread that kind of builds throughout the show of winter is coming, and the fact that it's starting to play into this show is working. I would say so. Yes, I think it's an interesting thing that like what people say can be misread is kind of a through line of this show as well.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yep.
I do kind of wish I knew what the Song of Ice and Fire like
Really was.
Yeah,
You know what?
but I don't because I haven't watched the main show.
You
I've
can do
watched all the
research.
side shows.
You have watched everything but Game of Thrones. So, oh man, yeah, I'm excited for you to have to watch Game of Thrones one day because at some point you will. But
Tune into our. My brain's pretty cooked right now, guys. Tune into our anniversary episode on July 3rd,
yes,
which is National Stole My Line Day, where we will dive deep into will we ever do a Game of Thrones series.
we'll see.
We
We'll
shall
talk
see.
about it.
It's a question that y'all asked, so we will answer.
We will talk about it. A brief PSA, if you're still with us. Unfortunately, we will be missing the next two episodes.
Yeah, it's true.
Of House of the Dragon. Now, there's a giant asterisk by that. Of one, Drew and I are traveling.
True.
We cannot record. If we could, we would.
We are not going to be here.
We will do like a recap reaction episode to those later. So it will be like 2 weeks from now. I am sorry if you are reliant on our commentary for this show. We will get it to you as soon as possible.
It's true.
But then we'll pick up. I think we'll miss 3 and 4. We'll do a recap episode, and then we'll do episode 5. So
But we have other pre-recorded content
we do.
that is coming your way, but we just can't keep up with the live stuff because we're not here.
Yes.
But Stole My Line will still be here.
Yep, we will. What else do we have coming up, Drew?
Guys, your favorite series has returned. Don't worry. Star Wars Hot Takes 4 is in the works.
It is.
In fact, we're filming tonight to pre-record for y'all.
We are, because we love you.
So Star Wars Hot Takes 4, we're going to do a little Pixar ranking,
We are.
which some people have asked for, so that'll be fun.
Yep.
In the general cultural cinema conversation, we have Spider-Man Odyssey next month.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be massive.
Yep.
We're doing a Spider-Man marathon.
Of all the live action ones.
We're talking about Lanterns.
Yep.
We're talking, still going to be doing House of the Dragon.
Yep.
We have Dune. We have Doomsday. We have Social Reckoning. We have anything else that we want to talk about and that comes out soon.
Yep. We got you guys.
We got you.
So if you like our vibe here, if you like chilling by the fire with us, hit that subscribe button.
For
If you're new to
sure.
the channel, thank you for being here. Take a break.
And enjoy a film / HBO drama series.